Hello everybody, I am Super Mario Sonic Lover, and welcome to the second LP of the mini weekend series. Now, I said I was either going to do Mega Man or Ristar next, and considering the fact that I'm kind of noobish to Mega Man, I decided let's do Ristar next, because this is a game I'm a lot more familiar with. I'm still going to do Mega Man next, after Ristar, but I'm going to need a little bit more time to get that LP sorted out, I guess. Like, I want to try and plan a route, considering the way Mega Man is designed, so the LP can flow nicely and all that. Either way though, let's get into Oyster. Now, I actually kind of got this game by accident because, well, I don't even have the main game on like the SEGA Mega Drive or anything. Basically, I'm playing this on the Sonic Mega Collection, I guess. Basically, Ristar is the last game on the game list, and you need to do, I think it's really specific on how you need to unlock this game. But basically, if you don't know, some games on Sonic Mega Collection you need to unlock by doing certain things, which I'm not too big of a fan of, to be honest. Like, I'd much rather have all of the games be playable from the get-go, because I bought a collection game to play the games on it. I didn't do that. I didn't buy a collection to unlock games on the collection, you know? And I'd rather not die on this first level. But yeah, Ristar is pretty much a simple platformer, a really tough platformer, I might add, because I really shouldn't be dying this early, so try to be more careful. Yeah, you use your hands to grab onto objects, and it's a pretty creative 2D platformer. I'm trying to be careful around here. You can see we only have 4 hit points, and then we're done. That was retarded. Like, really? Am I really gonna have to live with that? Dying on the first freaking level. Like, have I mentioned this game is pretty difficult? Maybe not this difficult. Like, I'm kind of sucking, but it definitely does test your platforming skills. So yeah, if you go into this not knowing anything about platformers, you're probably not. It's probably not the best idea to start here. So, if you want to get to the basics with platformers, play something like Mario 1 or something. I don't know. But I wouldn't recommend starting off platforming with this game or like Rayman 1, because geez, you really need to know how platformers work. So, and there are a lot of secret passages and secret goodies and whatnot here and there. And basically, they give you treasures gives you points. I think, yeah, sometimes if you bash the wall, treasure comes down as well. So you really need to learn this game like the back of your hand if you want to have a really, really high score. And it's pretty fun to explore these areas and find secret bonus rooms like this. Basically, I think each act has a bonus room, and they get, as you'd expect, they get tougher as you go through the game. This one is really, really simple. Basically, just use this star pole thing and launch yourself up. There you go. Grab it. Yeah, that's really simple, but trust me, it gets a lot more complicated than that. Like the last few are near impossible, I swear. Anyways, though, that was a mini-boss. Yeah, don't expect too much craziness, because this is the first world, after all. And this game is actually developed by Sonic Team, believe it or not. Yes, they did make other games. They did make games other than just Sonic. Like they were far and few in between, but still, they did make them. Games that come to mind are Ristar. I think, yeah, they made Billy Hatcher and the Giant Egg, which I haven't played yet, and they've made a couple of others that aren't coming to my mind right now, but I do appreciate it when they tried something different. As much as I love Sonic, I do appreciate some variety here and there, which I think Sonic Team, no, not Sonic, just Sega in general, need to have more variety, so it's not just Sonic every year, because we've been getting a new Sonic game at least one new Sonic game a year now since 1991. So it is nice to have a little bit of difference here and there, you know. Like I'd love to see a Vector Man game on like the Wii U and PS4 and Xbox One, or like a Knights game again, or I don't know, Samba de Amigo sequel, or something. I don't know, like Crazy Taxi. All these games, like it would be great for them to get a sequel at some point. And it's just it kind of does suck that Sega don't have the amount of money they did back in the day. So doing that kind of thing would be kind of risky, considering they're not in a good financial position to begin with. So it wouldn't really be a good idea from a financial point of view. So I can understand why they stick with Sonic, because they know it sells well for the most part. And it's just safe for them to do. So yeah, to be honest, I'd much rather have them keep milking Sonic rather than die out completely. However, I will admit, I really wish they'd bring back these classics and all that. But hey, a man can dream, I guess. Anyways, though, these star pole thingies, basically what you have to do is, when you grab onto them, hold the direction you're facing, and when those blue sparkle star things are coming out, that's when you can launch out at top speed. And for a brief period, you're invincible. So use that to your advantage. And this is a little nice. Excuse me, a nice subtle gimmick. Basically, the stage goes dark, and you press or bonk those light things, and it turns back to the light turns back on. For the longest time, I never knew you could turn the light back on, so I did it all in the dark. So I'm trying. Also, at the end of the stage, the higher you can go, the more points you get. Height bonus. So yeah, this is like, I do like how the classic games had a really addictive point kind of system. You don't really get that in today's games, really. Like, the point system is there, but it doesn't feel as significant. At least in my opinion. Anyways, though, this is the first boss. Honestly, this boss is pretty pathetic as first bosses go. Like, I've seen easier, but alright. Alright. Almost done. Oh wow, I'm actually getting hit. Alright. Yeah, you're not supposed to hit him that early when he's attacking, but if you can grab him by the tip of your grab, and you'll be able to bonk him. And yeah, that's area 1 clear. So let's move on to area 2. And this is I really love this world clear music, and just I don't know, I just love the transition from world to world. It's just really fluent, really relaxing, and just nice. It's just nice, you know. Yeah, and the more points you get, the better text, I guess, you get. Like, wonderful, fantastic. It's like Sonic Colors before Sonic Colors, essentially. Anyways, though, Planet's Undertow. Yeah, this is a water level. Thankfully, it doesn't have an air meter gimmick. As Ristar is basically a star, he can breathe in space, so he can breathe underwater infinitely as well. Because hey, it would be kind of disappointing if he could breathe in space but not underwater. That would just be stupid. Hey, you could make the argument that why can Mario breathe in space but not underwater? And yeah, I don't have I can't defend that. I have no idea, but hey, it's Mario, who cares? But yeah, as underwater levels go, this is not too bad. It isn't like the best. Like some of the enemies can be kind of annoying here and there, but it shouldn't be too difficult, especially if you're used to the level design. But if you aren't, it requires quite a bit of trial and error and whatnot. So you also don't be. This is a game where it requires you not to be reckless. Like, if you just plow through the game, you're most likely just going to keep dying and dying, unless you know the level layout. This is a game that requires you to learn the stages. So yeah, don't just be reckless. That's what speedrunners do. Freaking ills, get away from me. But yeah, I tend to ignore these fish dudes that look like messed up Magikarps, because there's no reason to really bother with them. Plus, if I try doing that, half the time I'm gonna end up getting hurt by accident. Anyways, I think all the levels up to this point now have a little Act 1 gimmick, or like at the end of the stage, there's a little thing you have to do. And basically here you have to just avoid all the enemies, all the enemy attacks. It's a nice little idea. It keeps the stages fresh, and it gives you something to look forward to at the end of the level, I guess. So that's nice. And you can see a sort of desert in the background, but we don't ever go there. I don't even think there's a desert in this game. So yeah, it's just the background detail, I guess. I don't even know what these things are meant to be. Like, what? I don't even know. They're just freaky things. I think there's something up here. You can just keep doing that, and then you'll find something, maybe. I will say this: the treasures aren't always the same currency. They always, I don't know, they don't always change, but I think depending on the treasure you get, the more points you'll get. You can't tell initially because they all look the same, but I think the treasures they all stay the same currency or whatever. So the one I got, I think, will always be 500 points. I don't know if I'm making this clear, but yeah, this is a full underwater level. Basically, well, here, let's get 3 little shell creatures, whatever these things are, and get hit like that. be careful now because I only have one star. Okay. And like I said, you want to be careful in this game because it's not the easiest. Right, there we go. And now get that. Stop the current. Right. These enemies, they don't do anything now, but once they once the water goes up to them, they'll awaken, I guess. So yeah, try and take them out before they can attack, which would be the better way to go. So you can just go along. Ah, no. How the hell am I supposed to do this? Yeah, no. I'm not the best at this game, so don't expect mind-blowing gameplay or anything. Okay, let's just go. Thankfully, I need to stop getting hit. Seriously. This is getting ridiculous. Thankfully, the checkpoints are really nice. I think there's a star in it. Yep. It's always nice to have stars back. No. Yeah, you have to be careful. Bubbles. No. No! Come on. There we go. Alright, so these things are like on the way to the big dude. Come on. Also, you have slight invincibility frames when you attack. When you're about to attack an enemy, so use that to your advantage because it really helps out a lot in certain situations. This is probably a really bad run, but hey, I'm not like I said, I'm no pro, so I think there's something over here, so get rid of this. I'm not dealing with that. No! Get away. Thankfully they don't take too long to respawn. Come on. That star thing, I don't know if it hurts you, but it does definitely slow you down, so yeah. I think that thing only appears in the European and American release. Well, definitely American. I don't know about European, but I don't think it appears in the Japanese one. Either that, or the placements for it change. But I don't know. There are quite a few differences between the American and Japanese versions. Continue. Yeah, I think on, I don't know if this happens on all of them, but for some of the bonus areas, if you get the treasure fast enough, you essentially get a continue. I didn't mean to do that, but whatever. And continues, as you'd expect, let you get an extra go, I guess, for lack of a better word. Yeah, it's basically, if I lose all my 5 lives, I'd get an extra 4, I think. Don't quote me on that though. Anyways though, this is a Hammerhead boss, and basically you have to keep bashing him so you can hit these things which lowers the water level. It's not too difficult of a boss. You have to be careful of those rocks he makes fall down, and these things. You have to be careful in his movement. I'm failing. Alright. Whoa, I've never seen that happen. I've never seen that before. I've never seen half the stuff, because I'm usually done with this by now. Right. Right, got him. It actually gets harder as the water goes down, because you have a lot less room to work with. So here it gets kind of tricky. So basically, if he can charge, or he can do that. Come on. Come on. There we go. And you're done. Yeah, angry face. Yeah. One facial animation change, I guess, is the fact that in the Japanese version, Ristar is smiling, except for when you're in a boss stage. In this version, however, he's always angry. So, yeah. It's kind of funny, but, yeah. Like, why are you so mad? Jeez. Right, I guess it makes sense, because he's, his dad's captured, but, I don't know.